Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here, and the Washington Commanders just drafted Tulsa guard Chris Paul, and no, not the NBA player Chris Paul. So we're going to break that down in today's video, give you guys a little bit of information about Chris Paul. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. We're about 150 subscribers away from 7,500, so please help me get there. Also, go ahead and follow my Twitter. Link is in the description. Now, let's get right into the breakdown. So with their first 7th round pick, they take guard Chris Paul, and I think this is a solid pick just because it was a position of need. This is their first offensive lineman that they took in this draft. I think they're fine at tackle with Sam Cosmi and Charles Leno, and then Cornelius Lucas as a backup. And you also got Sadiq Charles, who can play tackle, but more likely a guard. But they get someone like Chris Paul, who can come in there and probably will not compete for a starting spot right away. Who knows? Guard is a position where the transition is easier than other positions from college to the NFL, but he can be a pretty good backup for you maybe, and eventually maybe he can become a starter for you. So some information on Chris Paul right here. I'll read it from the NFL, NFL.com's draft profile. So he is 6'4", 323 pounds, ran a 4.89 40-yard dash, which is pretty solid for an offensive lineman, especially someone who's over 320 pounds. 27-inch vertical jump, again, pretty solid for a guy who weighs over 320 pounds. So, those are his measurables. He was kind of projected all over the place. I saw one place, Draft Network, that had him as a projected 4th, 5th round pick, and this is saying he's a priority free agent. So who knows? Really doesn't matter at this point unless you're getting someone who has projected to go in the 3rd. So Paul has a guard body but played out of position at tackle over the past 2 seasons. There are limited downhill run reps over his last 2 years at tackle, and his guard tape from 2019 is still a little raw, making his guard projection a tad murky. He's highly intelligent on and off the field. Picking up techniques and scheme will not be a problem for him. However, picking up twists and slants might be an issue due to a lack of foot quickness and reactive agility. Paul has the size, strength, football character, and toughness to play at NFL guard, but the limitations could make it a short stand league. We'll see. This guy's a little bit more, pessimistic compared to, some of the other guys I've seen. And apparently I want to show the, and first off, we list the measurables, but he also has that position flex that Ron Rivera loves. We all know it. Can play both tackle spots, both guard spots, but, more likely than not, he's going to be playing guard at the next level. And then you look at this right here, very good, RAS score, which is basically a combination of like all the measurables he has were pretty good, 9.82 out of 10. And you look at you look at the height, not that great, but the weight is good. Broad jump is great. 40-yard dash is elite. 20-yard split, 10-yard split. Everything here is pretty good. So he is athletic. He has other limitations, but athleticism is not one of them. You guys can see that right here. So they like their athletic players, and let's see what Chris Paul can do in the league. So this draft site, like I said, had him as a 5th round pick. So they're a little higher on him than others, and apparently he is a very, very high character guy. I want to see, there was something right here. So 4-year starter for the Tulsa offensive line, and enjoyed an accomplished career on and off the field. Paul is a musical artist and produced an EP in 2020 under the stage name The 7th. Of Nigerian descent, Paul took an active role in various groups that promote racial equality, and you guys can see the rest of this right here. Younger brother plays football at Houston. I'll do a full actual breakdown later on in the in the off season, but right now you guys can see some of the strengths right here. Elite character and leadership qualities, run deep, good football intelligence, operates with pinpoint hand placement in run game, block finisher, and some of these other things right here. And weaknesses, unusual hitch in his hands before fitting up the run block. And here's one thing. We have an elite offensive line coach, John Matsko. So some of these things John Matsko will be able to correct. And that's why I was not opposed to maybe drafting a guy in the 2nd or 3rd round, because I think, you got to take advantage of an elite coach like John Matsko, who's going to be able to get the best out of these guys. I think Chris Paul will stick around for a while just because of the fact we have John Matsko. This guy is a great character guy. He's probably going to be willing to work super hard, and I think if he is willing to work hard, John Matsko will turn him into a player. Might not be a starter, but I think he will be around for a while, either as a backup or maybe even a third stringer. I think he'll be on the team, and I think he'll make this year's roster, and he could eventually be a starter. Who knows? I'm getting ahead of myself though. So let me know what you guys think about Chris Paul. Think it's an all right pick. Again, these late late day 3 players, a lot of us don't know that much about them, so it's really about what position they play and can those positional coaches get the best out of them. So let me know what you guys think about Chris Paul. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. I'll have the last pick out whenever that comes out. I'll make the video.